Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mike.
It's Sam.
It's you.
It's the craziest pictures in the world. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. There's creativity and there's dumbness.
This is utter stupidity. And look, there's gonna be people out there like, why are you making fun of art? No, this ain't art. This is utter, like you said, stupidity. This is when you go to the museum and you see a toilet and then people are like, that's modern art. I'm like, no, that's a toilet. Like if I had to go right now, I might just have to go there. And you're trying to pawn it off as art. No. Like, look, I'm nothing bad about the photographer. I'm not crapping on, sorry, pardon the pun, Hal Kawaguchi, okay? I'm not saying anything bad about the photographer. I am saying something bad about the couples. You gotta be dumb to risk, this is risking your life.
Yeah, here's why there is risking your life. I just been through this.
Okay.
Because we were just moving.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
These vacuum bags, right? And I'm like, you can see on my blog, I'm like, look how they transform the emojis we had.
Yeah.
Because they suck the living crap out of them because the air has gone out, right?
Yes.
So the emojis all like, So imagine, I never thought in my wildest dreams that people would actually volunteer to get into one of these vacuum bags and be like,
I think it's one of my worst nightmares come true. Whenever I use vacuum bag, I have this adversity towards vacuum bags. And you know that when we were moving, Mike was like, get some vacuum bags. And I was like, no. And they were like, why? Because I'm like, I'm a little bit put off
Scared by them?
Yeah, I'm a little put off by vacuum bags because whatever it does to you put in them, like it contorts them to the point of like, you're like, that looks nothing like what I had before. Right. What if there was a child around and got sucked in there?
I'll tell you right now.
It's not a vacuum.
Yeah,
but the bag is not a vacuum itself.
I don't know.
You gotta actually suck.
It puts a really nasty
image. You're paranoid about vacuum bags.
Yeah, but I ended up getting some and it was really helpful during my move, so FYI.
Like, I think of some dumb stuff sometimes. Not to actually do, but I'll just think of a dumb scenario. When I was moving, because you turned me on to the vacuum bags, this is so dumb. Like, I think of some dumb stuff that I didn't even think that, hey, what if somebody gets in and sucks the air out? That would be funny. I didn't even think, like, you had to say that for me to be like, oh my gosh, this is so dumb.
Literally, this would be one of my worst nightmares. What is a typical person's worst nightmare? Mine's buried alive because you can't move and you're suffocating. That's what you're doing right now.
That's voluntarily going through.
My worst nightmare is falling over the side of a cruise ship and just being in the middle of the vast ocean.
But you'll die very soon.
No, because I'm going to be paddling.
Get eaten.
Yeah,
or something.
Because you're trying not to die, so you're paddling for your life, and then a shark comes by.
No, I'd rather get eaten by a shark than suffocate.
That's painful.
Okay, so this is dangerous. Look at these photos, right? First of all, the plastic is touching your skin.
It's literally, there's no air in there. There's no space.
He had to put lube all over you just to get you in there because this could actually cut your skin.
Yeah.
If you didn't. So let's say you're suffocating. Okay. First of all, how do you indicate that you're suffocating? You're going like this. What are you gonna do? You can't talk.
Exactly.
So let's just say you did indicate that you're suffocating. Okay. How are you gonna cut this open without hurting the person? How? Because as soon as you take a razor blade or scissors to the plastic, you're touching their skin. How are you doing this?
There's so many things that go wrong.
People can go into like cardiac arrest or whatever the heck.
Thank you.
You could have some medical condition.
Right.
And that's the stupidity of this thing, right? First of all. Second, okay, no, let me get 3 points here.
Okay.
That's the stupidity of that.
Right.
Secondly, what if the guy, why would you trust the guy? He's like, it's like somebody literally saying, hey, I'm gonna hold on to this end of the rope and you jump off the bridge. Why would you trust them? To me, I'd be like,
a stranger.
You could be a murderer.
Right.
You could be a psycho murderer.
Right.
Who, you took some other couples. Are they still alive? I don't know.
Right.
You could literally be killing me. You could be Dexter, man. The Japanese Dexter.
Right.
Third.
Yeah.
The third point is, who in the right mind, like, can you imagine you walk into a couple's home? Hey, you're a lovely house. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a picture of us in a plastic vacuum sealed bag.
I know.
Like, really? You want to show that to people? In what world are people like, yeah, check this out. It's awesome. You're like,
there are couples who take their wedding photos near volcanoes and stuff like that, and put themselves in extreme danger to take a wedding photo. Like, we've talked about this before, and I'm like, why would you? See, here's the thing.
A volcano's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I get that. It's a volcano. You're like, oh, it's erupting. What is cool about that?
No, for me to put yourself in any sort of danger with your loved one is, I don't know, it's baffling to me. I feel like, yes, you'll have that unique photo that no one has, But I also feel like there's probably a reason that no one else has that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Well, you just hit it on the head. I feel like nowadays people are so desensitized, and same thing. The couples that, like you said, like, okay, I get it. The volcano is kind of cool, but basically you're going to an extreme location, risking your life essentially to take these photos. Like people are looking for stimulation to the point where they're like, they think like somebody had to actually thought of this idea, right? Somebody actually had to be like, yo, let me show how, because no, they said this shows how close people are. That's what they said.
Yeah. Why don't you just duct tape each other together?
No, that could be the next thing. Duct tape them, throw them in a bag, put them in a refrigerator. I mean, that could be the, like, where does this end? Dig a hole, put them in the hole, take a photo. No, seriously, that could be, I could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the photographer is very skilled. Now, we're not hating on his photography skills nor his other photography, but he actually said that these people came to him. I think he only did it once or something, and a bunch of people were like, yeah, that's awesome, let's do it. And then, like, so many requests that he just kept doing. I know in the States here, like, people are very big on, like, safety first. A lot of people would have issues with taking photos like these, whereas maybe in other countries, that's not something that's as big as here in the States, where it's like number one safety, everything else secondary.
Because you could you could get sued.
You could get sued.
It's not, yo, honestly, this is kind of backward. It's not so much that you care, you do care. You don't want people to get hurt, but more so it's because you don't want to get sued.
I mean, this is a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah,
like if something happens here, like somebody could get sued. What I'm scared of is now, like, okay, people see these photos. Some wacko out there is gonna be like, maybe I'll do this in my own home. And then I'll do it myself. Yeah. I can do this at home. Like I'll have my friends do this, and then their friends are. I mean, at least this photographer has an EMT standby. You know.
Well, we don't even know if he's an EMT. This is the guy.
He says that he has.
He says he's an EMT.
Okay. He says he has a paramedic standing by. So good. At least do that. But some other guy might not even have that, and then they'll do something, and people will get hurt. And I'm just like, why?
I'm just saying.
Why?
Would you trust a stranger? That you only have like 10 seconds to live, basically. You
4 seconds to live.
4 seconds to take the photo.
Like, would you trust someone like that? No. I would not trust them. I never met you. Nope. I don't trust you. Nope.
You know, when I see these photos, somehow, you know how Japan makes the scariest movies?
Yeah.
And now I'm starting to think this is like, this inspires me to make another one of those movies where a serial killer just keeps a bunch of
That's what I'm saying. He could be a serial killer. He just keeps these things as souvenirs.
How this is very plausible. Okay, cops go into the basement and they find 50 vacuum bags of couples. That's so plausible.
Oh my god.
You don't know about
plausible.
This. But let us know if you would do this. If you would, let us know why in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys.